boy. Fan above my head. Blogging is difficult sometimes, for sure. There are no doubts there. I think most of us, as my chair gets organized here, or as organized my chair, it could be really difficult. It could be difficult, challenging, outright tough. But a lot of bloggers gloss over the fact that the alternative is worse. It means failure and depression and wondering what could have been. And that's a horrible feeling. And I did that for most of my life, if I'm being genuine, until I started blogging. When I started blogging, I came at it for such a clear energy that I said, no matter what, I'm going to see the journey through. And I've been able to circle the globe as a blogger for the past 13 years consecutively. Spent a lot of time in the States too, so come back home, spend a little time. When I say back home, I just mean in country only. I have a P.O. box in the States, so that's it. I'm purely nomadic. But in the same regard, I have figured out from my intimately personal experience that the alternative to that difficulty, discomfort, the many blogging challenges that come up, yeah, it's fear. There could be a lot of tension and stress in certain moments. But the alternative is far worse, and it's wondering what could have been. It's feeling depressed and deflated and quitting. Now, in some cases, guys, you're going to move in a much different direction or just in a different direction. The aim of this live broadcast is not to tell you to grind it out and to force things for decades or for 5 years or even a year. If you hate it and if it's nothing like what you thought it would be, then quit and do something different. However, once you think about that alternative of wasting stretches of your life simply because you didn't develop some emotional intelligence, you didn't learn blogging only from experienced professionals, you didn't invest money in their courses or in their ebooks, you will, if you don't think about that, you'll quit. And if you quit, it's just going to be such an unpleasant experience when you find out that it wasn't blogging itself that was highly difficult, that was maddening, that was the hardest thing you've ever done. It was the fact that you did not learn how to do it from an experienced professional. It wasn't blogging, you just didn't know what the hell you were doing. So when you have that realization years later, or even months after you quit, or fully officially quit, you might say, oh my God, it wasn't blogging in and of itself, even though it appeared to be really tough. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was in it for quick money. I got intimidated by doing the work. And it feels horrible. Feeling like you've wasted a lot of time. Feeling like you could have done something that was fun and freeing, inspiring, uplifting. Something that could have helped you live a life of freedom, of joy, liberation. I mean, I've been circling the globe for 13 years now. So when you're thinking about the idea of blogging and that it's difficult, it's tough, when you really start to focus heavily on the concept of regret and thinking what could have actually happened, that's far worse than dealing with writer's block, frustrations that come up with monetizing. It's going to come up even if you follow only advice from seasoned professionals. You're still going to come up against resistance because most of us has so much unconscious fear, so many deserving issues, worthiness issues, unconscious guilt, and abject resistance to success that you have to realize that you have to realize that it's just going to be a matter of you deciding to be all in on the fun, on the freedom, on the joy. And that will get you the discomfort. So today, the title of the video, for those who want context for this video, is titled, when you stare at it, Blogging Tip of the Day. So this is the blogging tip of the day. That's what it is. We're talking about the alternative to the struggles that one experiences through blogging, which is failure. It feels really bad. It feels much worse. So guys, and it's only going to be a few minutes here, the concept that you really want to focus on is why you're doing this, why you're blogging. You want to do it mainly for fun and mainly for freedom and mainly for the joy of helping people, the joy of inspiring, joy of uplifting. These are the type of inner drivers, these intangible, invisible, all-powerful, not motivators, because not coming from outside, but the intent. This is the type of fuel that will get you through those super duper difficult times, which we pretty much all face from time to time, so you won't have to enter into that place of regret, which can be really, really uncomfortable. You think blogging is difficult. What about when you quit? And one of the biggest ones, guys, that hits most bloggers, they realize that even though it appeared to be blogging, ultimately they were in it for the wrong reasons. Quick money, quick popularity. No way. Got to love the process and trust the process and master it before the money comes and any worldly popularity. And most of them just never learn from a professional. They just make that decision right off the bat, unconsciously, very consciously. Oh, I'm going to do it my way. So that's why it was tough. When you start learning how to do it successfully, you'll start to do these things. It's up to you, but you're getting confident and you'll start succeeding. You'll say, oh, this is what I hadn't been doing. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. Ryan Biddulph here, Blogging from Paradise. Feel free to stop by bloggingfromparadise.com, which is my blog. I sell an ebook there. Ebooks, one ebook for bloggers, one course for bloggers, and also an ebook for being a digital nomad. And one based on my life if you need an inspirational kick in the tuchus. That's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. Really appreciate it. Until next time, know what to do. Enjoy Paradise all.